لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم أخرجنا من ظلمات الوهم وأكرمنا بنور الفهم وافتح علينا بمعرفة العلم وسهل أخلاقنا بالحلم وجعلنا ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. اللهم اجعل أعمالنا خالصة لوجهك ولا تجعل فيها حظا لغيرك. وصل اللهم على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's everyone today? Alhamdulillah. We continue with Sarf bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. We're busy with some dictionary work. So what we're going to do today, inshallah, is as we do, say some scales at the beginning, carry on with the dictionary work we were doing last week, and then, I think this week will be spent on the revision, and then next week we will start with our next scale, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Not next week, the following week, inshallah. Right, so let's get into it, Sarf. We'll start off with just say some scales. Everybody, old school fa'ala. Bismillah. Everybody. Fa'ala, fa'ala, oh sorry. See, I'm going back to my old ways. Fa'ala, you see, I heard dual so much this morning that the dual was just kicked back in. Come, let's go again. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. Present tense. فعل يفعل يفعل يفعلون تفعل يفعلن تفعل تفعلون تفعلين تفعلن أفعل نفعل. فتح past tense. Say that for me. And the present tense? يفتح يفتحون تفتح يفتحن تفتح تفتحون تفتحين تفتحن أفتح نفتح. Okay. ضرب. Okay, let's just skip a couple. Must be dying of scales already. Nasara, everybody say that one for me. Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat, نصرنا نصرت نصرتم نصرتي نصرتن نصرت نصرنا. And the present tense of this one is ينصر. Right, so let's say that one. ينصر ينصرون تنصر ينصرن تنصر تنصرون تنصرين تنصرن أنصر ننصر. Skip another one. حسب حسبوا حسبت حسبنا حسبت حسبتم حسبتي حسبتن حسبت حسبنا. Present tense حسب يحسب. So say it for me. يحسب يحسبون تحسب يحسبن تحسب تحسبون تحسبين تحسبن أحسب نحسب. Last one, karuma. Karuma, karumu, karumat, karumna, karumta, karumtum, karumti, karumtunna, karumtu, karumna. Present tense, karuma yakrumu. Everybody say it to me, yakrumu. Yakrumu, yakrumuna. Takrumu, yakrumna. Takrumu, takrumuna. Takrumina, takrumna. Akrumu, nakrumu. Okay. Remember last, I don't know when I mentioned, but I mentioned that these specific 6 sets of root letters that we've learned, they were specifically chosen. Fataha, daraba, nasara, sami'a, hasiba, karuma. They were specifically chosen. And the reason for that is these are like these root letter combinations. they comprise of all of the combinations that you can have of having for combinations of the middle root letter. So you have fataha, both that has a fatha on the second root letter in the past tense, and yaftahu also has a fatha. Fataha, yaftahu. Then we had daraba, daraba, but now the second root letter in the present tense is I, yadribu. Daraba, yadribu. Then what's the other one that we had with nasara? Nasara, the past tense also has a fatha, nasara, but the present tense has a dhamma, yansuru. So we had fataha yaftahu, daraba yadribu, nasara yansuru. So all of those past tenses, all of them had a fatha, but the present tenses, one had a fatha, one had a kasra, other one had a dhamma. Then we had sami'a. The past tense now has a kasra, but the present tense has a fatha. Sami'a, yes, ma'u. And then the other one is hasiba. Past tense has a kasra, but the present tense has a kasra as well, or it also has a kasra. Hasiba yahsibu. And then the last one of those 6 is karuma. The past tense has a dhamma, karuma, and the present tense also has a dhamma, yakrumu. Now, those are all the combinations you can get. You should actually tell me that there's 3 left out over there. I didn't say anyone that's past, the past tense had a kasra and the present tense had a dhamma. Is it? Was there anyone like that? It was fataha yaftahu, daraba yadribu, nasara yansuru. Then we had sami'a yasma'u, hasiba yahsibu, but then we have no past tense with a kasra, where the present tense has a dhamma. And then the last one we had was karuma yakrumu. Yahsabu. Okay. Yahsabu, you can say yahsabu or yahsibu. So yeah, what I think you should do is change it to yahsibu. Just so that we have all of the combinations. But that verb you can say yahsabu or yahsibu. And we'll see that in our dictionary work a bit later, inshallah. Right. So we have karuma yakrumu. There's no instance where you'll have a past tense verb that has a dhamma, but the present tense doesn't have a dhamma. So that's why we only have those 6. And the reason we let you learn them is because in some Arabic books, if you take your Arabic beyond just learning the meanings of the Quran, and you maybe want to learn how to read tafsir books or hadith books or any Arabic book for that matter, and you come across a verb and they explain that verb to you, they'll tell you this verb is, for example, I was reading in tafsir this morning, I came across the verb farata yafrutu. Then they tell me they don't have the code as we have in our dictionary with an I or farata spelled out and then a U next to it, and I know it's farata yafrutu. They'll tell you farata or farata with no harakat on it, because Arabic books generally don't have that, but they'll say ala wazni nasara. Then I know it's nasara yan suru, so it must be farata yafrutu. Right, so that's why we learn these 6. It's like they're like a standard in the Arabic language. If they want to tell you how to say a past tense and a present tense combination, they'll compare it to one of these. So we didn't just pick them randomly. Okay. Anyways, then we got into the point of last week's lesson, which we're just going to continue with this week. How do I find the middle vowel sound or the haraka on the middle letter of a past tense verb and of a present tense verb as well? Because we said in our scales, everything else was set. Everything else was set. The first, in yaf'al or in fa'ala, the fatha at the beginning is set, the fatha at the end is set. It's the middle letter that changes. In the present tense verb, the beginning will have a fatha, the second letter will have a sukoon, but the second root letter can change. And then the last letter, as we have here, will always have a dhamma. So we have something on there, Lu. We need to know how to find out what letter that is. So we had our examples of the root letter sabara and ba'uda. But what is the process? We went through that last week. How do we find how to actually fully pronounce the verb, both the past tense and the present tense? What I need to find out in terms of the pronunciation is which haraka is on the middle letter of the past tense, which haraka is on the middle root letter of the present tense. Now that's not the only function that the dictionary plays, of course. It tells me the array of meanings attached to that word, the noun from which the word was derived, etc. A number of other things that we saw. So now we have a little bit of more time to go over that. Firstly, we said the dictionary is arranged according to all the letters or just the root letters? Root letters. So when I want to look up any word in the dictionary, I first have to identify the root letters of that word. And that's going to be like 3 or 4 letters. Right. Sometimes 5, but 4 or 5 is very rare. Most of the time you're going to have to identify the 3 root letters of the word. Then we said it's arranged in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order is somewhat slightly different to what we knew. But here we have it on the board. Hamza, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Dal, Ra, Za, Sin, Shin, Sad, Dal, Ta, Da, Ain, Ghain, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Nun, Ha, Waw, Ya. So when I want to look up Sami'a, first I look up Sin. Then I look up Sin, Mim. Then I look up Sin, Mim, Ain. That's if you're looking in the physical dictionary. If you're looking for it on your phone, you just type in the letters. I sent you guys the code, right? That's more important for those people who are not actually using the Android app. If you're using the Android app, if you click on the menu on top, there is a thing that says there Roman Arabic letters or something like that. That gives you that code over there. Okay. Actually, can I cast this thing? Is Muhammad Amin here? Darwish? Muhammad Amin there? Okay. Is there cast in this class? Chromecast? Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, I put up a process on how to find verbs. What I want to do today is, I just want to go through some exercises with you and show you some things that I didn't show you last week. Right? So firstly, we said we need to identify the root letters. Then we need to find the word in the dictionary, obviously, by finding it in terms of alphabetical order, or just typing it on the phone. I saw you doing some things with Mullah Khalil this morning, and he asserted the same point. The first word or the first block of text under a set of root letters is going to be your verb. Right? Then next to it you'll have the transliteration of that verb. You'll just have 3 root letters written next to each other. You'll have that transliterated. That will tell you what the middle vowel of the past tense is. Next to that, I'll look out for a or I or U. That will tell me what the transliteration for the middle vowel of the present tense is. A stands for what? A. I stands for E. U stands for U. Right. Then just one more point to add now that I'm going to show you this week. You may have come across it in your homework. One word or one root letter combination can have more than one middle vowel and can have many meanings. We already saw it having many meanings, right? But now we will see how it has many combinations of middle vowels. So let's see. The first one we were dealing with was sabara, but okay, that's fine, we dealt with that. Then we dealt with ba'uda, that was also fine. Those 2 examples were just to see how to read it. So we have the example here, sabara. We just have the letters. Next to sabara, I see the transliteration. So it spells out for me exactly how to say that. Sa-ba-ra. Sa, the only way to write it is a sad with a fatha. Ba, the only way to write it is a ba with a fatha. Ra, the only way to write it is a Ra with a fatha. The nice thing about Arabic is if you hear it pronounced properly, you should know how to spell it as well. You should know how to spell it as well. There's going to only be one way to spell it. Not like, give me a word in English that's spelled differently, but they sound the same. Okay, there. There and there. There and there. T-H-E-R-E and T-H-E-I-R. Sound the same, but should you pronounce them differently? Anyways, that's one example. Another example? Damn and damn, there we go. You can damn as in you condemn someone, or damn as in a large mass of water that's been collected. Right. Okay, but in Arabic, if you hear the word pronounced properly, you should know how to spell it as well. Sa, ba, ra. If you hear that, you know it's a sad with a fatha, ba with a fatha, ra with a fatha. So I saw the past tense spelling. I see an I next to it, so I know the present tense is going to be sabara, yes? Biru. Done. What's that thing in the brackets next to it? First time, how do you say it? Sabr. That word in the brackets next to the verb is a noun. It's a noun. Spelled out for you. Now you usually know a noun must end in un, isn't it? If there's no al at the beginning, it must end in un. Right. That un there is not like actually part of the word. It's just to show indefiniteness. So the word, when it's spelled out, it just says sabr. If you want to say that word fully, you'll say sabrun. This word here, that's in brackets next to the transliteration and that code over there, that word is a noun, and it is the noun from which this verb derives its meaning. What we call in Arabic the masdar. The masdar. Sadara means to emit. Sadara means to emit. The masdar means a place of emission. So this masdar is the place basically where all the meaning of this verb emits from, where it comes from, or the origin, the root, noun if you want. Sometimes you can also refer to it as a gerund because that's the meaning that it contains, or a verbal noun. So sabr will mean having patience. Right. Thereafter we're going to find meanings, a whole array of meanings for this word. All of them are valid meanings, right? Depending on whichever one you pick to mean. At times there may be meanings that contradict each other, or that can't both be applied in a given instance. How do I know then which one to choose? The context will tell me. Okay. The same with ba'uda. Now I want everybody to just go to a dictionary quickly and look up the word khalaqa. The root letters kha, lam, qaf. Kha, lam, qaf. If you're in the green dictionary, I think it should be on page 299. And in the big blue one, what number is it on over there? 258. Can I see it? Okay. For both dictionaries, it's on the right-hand side of the page, the right-hand column of the page. And you should see exactly this. What I cut out from the dictionary. But if you look above it, you'll see a word there. What word do you see if you look above it? Mukhtalif or just below that, mukhtalafun fihi or mukhtalafun alayhi. You see that? Do you see that? If you look just before it. Okay, why I'm pointing that out to you is just to show you that the root letters of that word is kha, lam and fa. Excuse me? Do you all see that? Just before you see khalaqa, those on the side, you see mukhtalaf or mukhtalafun fihi. I think it'll be easy if I just show you on here. I think I just want to show you here on here. Give me a second. Because yeah, but it doesn't want to search for me. Okay, anyways, we're going to have to just make do with this now. Okay, just all that I wanted you to see by that was, before you see these root letters, kha, lam, qaf over there, you'll find another set of root letters, kha, lam, fa, and all the meanings that are derived from that, all the different words that are derived from that. Then we get to this first word over there, khalaqa, or this first, just these three letters over there. Next to the word khalaqa, what do you find? How do I say the present tense? Okay, firstly, how do I say the past tense? Khalaqa. How do I say the present tense? Yakhluqu. What do I see next to that? The word khalq. Khalq. The word khalq, what kind of word is it? Ism, fi'al or harf? It's an ism. And it's an ism from which this verb derives its meaning. Khalq. How do I translate it? Creating. Creating. And I can also translate it as creation. If you look next to it, you'll find meanings for the word. To create, to make, to originate, to shape, to form, to mold. But then we come across something interesting here. Where did I say our interaction with this, these root letters stop for now? Not that it stops over there, but where I expect you to get comfortable using it up till you find the Roman numeral 2, isn't it? or just whatever Roman numeral it is that comes after that. So the Roman numeral 2 only comes here. You see that? But there's some other stuff before that. So what is this? We have khalaqa yakhluqu, to create, to make, originate, to shape, form, mold. And then we have something else happening over here. What's that? That says khaliqa and then an A next to it. So what does that mean now? That means I can say this set of root letters khalaqa yakhluqu, or I can say khaliqa yakhlaqu. And if I say khaliqa yakhlaqu, then they actually goes even further. You can say it as well, khaluqa yakhluqu. So you can say khalaqa yakhluqu, khaliqa yakhlaqu, or khaluqa yakhluqu. Don't get confused. What I'm showing you is that in Arabic, there may be times where one set of root letters can only be said in one way, and that's the correct way. Then there are times when one set of root letters can be said in a number of ways. Like I told you, for hasiba you can say hasiba yahsibu, or you can say hasiba yahsabu. Yeah, I'm showing you in a dictionary. How will I know that? I look in my dictionary. I see the khalaqa yakhluqu. And when I say khalaqa yakhluqu, it will have all of those meanings over there. Now I get to the next word, khaliqa yakhlaqu and khaluqa yakhluqu. Then it gives me other meanings for that word. What does it mean? To be old, to be worn, to be shabby. Those meanings are very different to create. But the word has it can be said like that, or it can be said like this. So here you'll see another one there again, khaluqa yakhluqu, and then there's a word in brackets next to that as well. What does it say there? Khalaqa. You'll see the word is spelled out next to it there for you. Khalaqa. What is that telling you? The word khalaqa is the root noun from which this meaning comes. What meaning? To be fit, suitable, or suited. All that I'm telling you is with one set of root letters, you can have a number of combinations and a number of meanings attached to each combination. Right? A number of meanings attached to each combination. And how did I tell you? We nowadays, alhamdulillah, we have dictionaries to figure these things out. Back in old Arab times, they didn't have dictionaries. When you wanted to say a meaning of a word or find a meaning of a word, you don't go to a dictionary and quote a dictionary. You had to quote Jahili Arab poetry. You had to quote poetry from before the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So for example, when they wanted to tell you khalq can mean to create something, then to prove that, they would give you a line of poetry. So the dictionaries of Arabic were in fact poems. And obviously when the Quran came, the Quran was in the speech of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right. Okay. So I just want to go through some examples with you, and then we're going to do some dictionary work, right? Where you can figure out that stuff for yourself, and you'll discover some things in the dictionary as well. So daraba, what will the letter next to daraba be? Daraba yal ribu, so it must be an I. What will next be next to fataha? Fataha yaf tahu, so it must be a. Right. Sami'a yasma'u should be Sami'a yasma'u should be a as well. Nasara yansuru should be a you. Hasiba should be a Hasiba yahsibu should be a I. Karuma yakrumu should be a you. Karuma yakrumu. Now I want you to check up some for me. Find the present tense and past tense of the following root letters and their meanings. Fariha, ja'ala, sara'a, and Qabila. Oh no, did I just tell you? Come on, find the present tenses for me. And their meanings. You can do it in groups, quickly. Each one take one. Okay. Can I have everybody's attention now a little bit? I just want to look for a moment at the last one. This is how it should look in a dictionary, right? When you're looking for qabila, you should have found that. Okay, firstly just tell me what the other ones were. The first one was fariha, yaf. Fariha yafrahu, and it means what? To be happy, to be joyous. The next one was ja'ala yaj'alu, and what does that mean? To make. Ja'ala actually has a whole number of meanings. I mean to make or place as well, and a whole lot more. The third one was saru'a yasru'u. Saru'a yasru'u, and it means to be speedy, to be quick, to be fast. Then the last one was this one here. Qabila yaqbalu. Everybody, you can see that on the board. I found this one for you. Qabila yaqbalu. What's the noun from which the meaning? There's two of them. Qabul or qubul. Qabul or qubul. Both of them get spelled like that in Arabic. You see there? Qabul and qubul will look exactly the same. The only thing that will be different is the haraka on the first letter. The one will have a qa, the other one will have a ku. Fatha on the first one, dhamma on the second one. So this verb derives its meaning from those two nouns. Right. What is the meaning? To accept, to receive, to give someone a friendly reception, to receive favorably, to approve of something, to acquiesce, to put up with something, to agree, to consent to something, to assent, carries on. Carries on the next page. To allow, to make possible, to obey, to yield, to give in, to submit to someone's command. And then we see something else over here. What do we see now? A different transliteration. So that says there, qabila yaqbalu. That part's the same. But then it says, qabila yaqbalu and qabala yaqbulu. Or qabala yaqbilu. So what's that saying now? Basically it's saying, that first way of saying it, and these two other ways of saying it, qabala yaqbulu or qabala yaqbilu, they come from this noun, qabala, qabalatun. And those verbs here, they mean to guarantee, to vouch, to be a surety for someone. Yeah. And then it's giving you the meaning as part of phrases. قبل الذهاب معي. Or قبل الذهاب معي. He was willing to go with me, etc. Okay. Is this? Sometimes one set of root letters can have a number of ways of saying them. But not every meaning that's associated to that set of root letters can apply to, applies to every way of saying that set of root letters. For example, when we had the verb khalaqa yakhluqu, if I wanted to express khalaqa yakhluqu to mean to create, then I have to say it as khalaqa yakhluqu. If I want to say khaliqa yakhluqu or khaliqa yakhlaqu, not khaliqa yakhluqu, that won't work, but khaliqa yakhlaqu, then that can't mean to create. that will mean to be worn out, etc. Similarly, if I want to say to accept, then I have to say qabila yaqbalu. But if I want to say to be a surety, to stand as a surety or as a guarantor for someone, then I can say qabala yaqbilu, I can say qabala yaqbulu, I can say qabala yaqbilu, any one of those. You understand that? Right? Let me just repeat it. The meanings that you see that come after a set of, after a specific pronunciation, those meanings apply to that pronunciation. So all of these meanings here, before we got to this qabila yaqbalu, the second one, all of the meanings before that apply only to qabila yaqbalu, which is on the previous page. All of the meanings that come after it here, to guarantee, to vouch, to be a surety for someone, all of those meanings up until we get to the two over there, they only apply to, or not they only apply to, but they apply to qabila yaqbalu, qabala yaqbulu, and qabala yaqbilu. Right. Okay. Don't let this stuff confuse you. For all intents and purposes right now, I'm just teaching you how to use a dictionary. Right? Not an in-depth tutorial of how to use a dictionary, what that min means over there, or that ba means over there. Inshallah, in due time we'll see all of those things. Not an in-depth tutorial. I'm just showing you how to interact with that section on the verb to a basic degree. The most important part that I need you to know is right at the beginning of the word. The most important part that I need you to know for now is at the first set, or the first appearance of the set of root letters will explain to me the verb. The transliteration after it tells me how to say the past tense. The letter next to that tells me how to say the present tense. What's in the brackets is the verbal noun or the masdar, which is a noun actually. And thereafter, I have an array of meanings for that verb. If you know that, alhamdulillah, you have a functional knowledge of how to use the dictionary for now, inshallah. There were some mistakes, or there were two mistakes in the worksheets I gave you last week. The one was, you had to look up the root letters kha, fa, dha. That should have been a ha. That should have been a ha. The verb should have been hafidha, yahfadhu, means to protect. And then on the Sarf sign-off sheet that I gave you as well, there was a mistake on the, that should have been hasiba yahsibu. You see, if I put the word hasiba on there, it actually has a whole array of way of saying it as well. You can say hasaba yahsubu. If you carry on further down, you can say hasiba yahsabu or hasiba yahsibu. And that's the meaning we're actually speaking about over there. But now, what I want you to put on that page is hasiba yahsibu. Right. For homework, for homework, I gave you one sheet last week that wasn't for homework last week, and then you have a sheet that you got this week. Right. Can somebody just give me the homework sheets of this week, please? Last week. And this week's one? Okay. For this week's homework sheet, it looks exactly the same like the stuff we've been doing before. Right? Will you just translate the words for me? So what I want you to do with this worksheet is just translate the words for me. However, the words on here are root letters that we haven't learnt yet. So that means for you to translate the words on here, You need to know your Sarf scales, number one, and you need to know how to use your dictionary. For example, if I need to know what the word la'ana means, I need to know that it was he, one male, did something in the past tense. Then I need to know the meaning of la'ana, which means to curse. So I will know it's he, one male, cursed in the past tense. If I come across another verb, yatrukuna, then I need to know yatrukuna on the form. It means they, many males, are doing something. And I also need to know what the root letter taraka means, and then I'll come to the complete meaning of that word. So it's a combination now of your knowledge of the Sarf scales plus your knowledge of using your dictionary. Then this other worksheet over here, the Sarf sign of challenge, that's like a little bit of a game. Right? So what I want you to do here is, firstly, learn your scales, revise it. We've been doing it for a number of weeks now. Hopefully everybody knows those scales. If not, put some effort into revising it. Then what I want you to do is, for all of these scales over here, there's 6 scales, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. There's 7 of them. 7 words over here. I want you to go to 21 different people. Right? There's more than 21 people in the class. So you have people in the class that you can say it to. And perhaps I'll give you some time at the beginning of next lesson too. Not next lesson. This page, this is one from last week, right? I might give you some time at the beginning of class, 5 minutes to say it to some people. We'll try and be done with this. It doesn't have to be done for homework by the next time we meet each other. But let's give it 3 weeks to try and have all of our signatures filled in here. So you go to each person and you say, okay, I'm going to say the scale of karuma to you. You say to them the karuma and the yakrumu scale, past and present. When they are happy that you know it, then they can sign off here in block number 1. And then you go to a different person and you do daraba with him. And then next one. We don't have exams over here. Alhamdulillah. We don't have exams over here. So what we do to replace that is, you guys test each other. There's no pressure over there. There's no, it's not like you're going to feel bad saying it to somebody who might not know it that well themselves. So it's a little bit of a game, but also just to get us to revise our skills, and also to get to know each other in the class. We have a very big class, but alhamdulillah, the fact that everybody is here means we have unity of purpose at some level. And so it's nice to get to know other people in the class as well. So bismillah, whenever you guys have time, you can do your Sarf sign of challenge, inshallah. I'll give you some time at the beginning of our next 2 periods or so to do that. But when we meet again, inshallah, we'll move on to our next scale, how to say passive verbs in Arabic. We've been doing with the active form, how to say passive form verbs. We end there for now. Wa jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.